I'd like to welcome you to the Lunenburg Zoning Board of Appeals. I will tell you how the hearing will proceed, but first I have to give you a notification that the hearing is being recorded in accordance with the requirements of the open meeting law. Please be advised that this meeting will be broadcast live through local access cable on Facebook Live on the Public Access Facebook page, and will be able to be found in the Lunenburg Public Access YouTube channel within 24 hours after the meeting. To participate remotely, if there's anybody from their computer, they go to the Zoom meeting and then they can use the raise hand app to request to speak. I'd like to introduce the board to you. To my left is Lisa Normandy, the board secretary. I'm Alfred Gravel, James Bezikoski, Tony Nicastro, and Don Gurney. The way the hearing will proceed is Lisa will read the application and any other submitted communications. The applicant will have the opportunity for comments on the application or submission of additional documents. You'll please come forward to the mic and give your name and address. Board members will have the opportunity to ask questions that they might have on the application while you're at the mic. There will be a public comment period. Right now there doesn't appear to be anybody, but if anybody comes or is on Zoom, you will come forward to the mic, give your name and address all comments and questions to the board. And with that, I would ask Lisa to please read the petition.
This is an application for a special permit for dimensional variation. And the petitioner is Timothy J. Laughlin of 207 Rolling Acres Road. He requested a variance, but it's actually a request for special...
Right. For dimensional variation.
For
correct.
Dimensional variation.
Which I noted and corrected.
Okay. To build a farmer's porch 2 feet 7 inches or so from the roadside setbacks as part of an additional build. The porch is designed to visually connect the addition and existing houses and make them look not disconnected or towering and visually appealing. Current house is 1 story, addition is 2, so trying to use the porch to tie them together. It is a covered porch. The existing porch actually extends further into the setback, but is uncovered. The addition is set only a few feet back to prevent the porch from pushing into the setback more. Only the roadside setback is encroached, not the neighboring sides. The existing house is almost right on the setback line, 6-foot buffer. That's kind of duplicated. The required questions and answers are as follows. The hardship on site. The existing house is set almost at the setback of only 6-foot buffer, built in the 1950s. Trying to add a normal size 5-foot covered porch to an addition to prevent it from looking like a towering wing is impossible without approaching the front setback. I've adjusted the addition by pushing it back away from the road to go into the setback as minimal as possible to accommodate. Describe how the granting of relief will not create substantial detriment to the public good. The reply, the porch actually prevents the addition from looking odd in the neighborhood, doesn't encroach the neighbor's property, is actually less into the setback than the current uncovered porch. The farmer's porch is not enclosed and is open, so it shouldn't be visually blocking either. Please describe how the desired variance may be granted without nullifying or substantially derogating from the intent or purpose of the Code of Lunenburg. The reply, I assume the intent of the roadside setback is to prevent unappealing house builds and projects, and preventing neighborhoods from feeling open and making sure our town doesn't feel urban. This build will actually allow the addition to be more naturally fitting into my neighborhood and not change the characteristics of my house property away from that. The porch is not enclosed. I have a survey and full visual and design for reference as needed. Without this variation, the addition plans will require me to bring the addition to the front of the existing house wall, creating a large but compliant and rather odd look that will stand out in the neighborhood. The porch was added to the design specifically to prevent the addition from looking odd. Attached is a list of abutters, a site plan, and the building plans. And that's all, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
Okay, and with that, I would invite the applicant to come up if he would like. First, I'll thank you for the detail on the answers on some of the questions. Okay, so you're looking for a 2 foot 6 inches, let me look it up,
2'7".
2 foot 7 inch.
Yeah, I think I put TJ Laughlin, 207 Rolling Acres Road. I think I put 2.7 on the application, and then when the builder looked at the survey, I guess the survey shows 2.5 or 2.5 feet or something, so it's 2.5, 2.7.
Okay,
something like that.
is it the same all the way the length of the porch, is it the same? Or
As
does
far
it
as you can
change?
tell, actually, I think we. But,
Yes. We'll give it back to you.
you keep it. As far as the survey looks, it looks like it carries the same dimension all the way across.
Yeah.
He didn't note any other deviation.
37.5, yeah, it does, because you got a 40.7 and a 37.5.
Yeah, 37.5.
So it's really, we're only talking about, well, you're still gonna have the 5, so, okay.
And I didn't know that was gonna be read in public. I would have used better language, sorry. And I think it said 6 foot leeway to the setback, but it's actually 6 inches. It's like right on the setback.
Okay.
So I know that math would sound tricky.
What'd you say, it's 6 feet back from what?
When she read the application, it read as if I only had 6 feet to the setback, but actually the house is almost right at the setback. It's within 6 inches of the setback.
Right, right, and the porch is what's,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
okay. Hey, I'm gonna open it up to the board, I think it's,
Will you be removing all the fence that's on the side in order to do this? And then replace part of it, or?
Yes, exactly. Actually, I don't know if you guys want to see it, but this
yep,
is.
yep, same, thank
This
you.
is the before and after view. But yeah, we'll have to remove the fence for where the addition is, and then put a gate
Branch.
on that side.
You can see it here. Oops, yeah.
Yep. Looks like a nice undertaking.
Essentially, you're building on the same footprint, is that correct?
Except for this, yes, the addition adds 15 feet towards that same side, so it's bigger than the current footprint, but it's all within setback except for the porch.
Okay.
But in terms of the existing house, the existing side that used to be a garage was back from the front of the house, so we just kept that the same.
Yeah, we'll give them all back.
You can keep them if you want.
I don't have any other questions.
Any other questions?
No questions.
Okay. I agree, I mean, it's
Pretty
looks
simple.
like a very reasonable request. So, based on that, we're gonna have one of our fastest meetings. But is anybody on Zoom? There's no public here. Would you like to speak at all? Okay,
No one on Zoom, Mr.
no one
Chairman.
on Zoom. Okay, so with that, I'll ask for a motion.
I'll make a motion that we grant the special permit
Yeah, it's a special permit for a dimensional variation.
variation, yes, for this addition and the porch.
Yeah, you had, just so you know, you had written, or they had written somebody variance. The variance is extremely difficult to get.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I can change that if I need to go back in the app and change that. Yep, okay.
I second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. I'll ask for a vote.
Aye.
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 And aye. And you needed all 4 because the quorum's 5.
Right.
So that's good. Okay, so I do have to read you one more thing. The special permit is granted with the contingency that the petitioner complies with all licenses, regulations, statutes, ordinances of any and all applicable local, state, and federal boards or agencies with jurisdiction over the premises. The special permit is subject to a periodic review by the permit granting authority or the enforcement officer to ensure compliance with any conditions. Non-compliance to such conditions may result in a revocation of this permit. A copy of the board's decision shall be filed with the town clerk within 14 days. Any party aggrieved by the board's decision may appeal to Superior Court 20 days after the decision is filed with the town clerk. After certification by the town clerk that 20 days have elapsed since the decision was filed, you should have it recorded in the Registry of Deeds. No special permit shall take effect until it has been recorded, and a special permit shall lapse within 2 years unless substantial use or construction has commenced. And with that, we wish you good luck with your new addition.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Good night.
Lisa, you want this?
And I am gonna bring up, if you guys weren't here, they are looking for a zoning board member to join the master plan steering committee. This committee will meet approximately for 18 months to 2 years. It would be, I think they plan a couple of times a month, and then there would be other meetings with different groups and stuff. So Lisa is gonna take this as some information here. I'm gonna have, she's gonna scan it and send it to each one of the board members.
Okay.
And I would like, if anybody would like to or consider it, let me know.
Consider it. Consider it, yeah.
Okay. And with that, I'll ask for an adjournment.
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Well, this meeting is adjourned.